I know a lot of people say that this is just an excuse, but listen, we are in the thick of summer now, so I'm definitely feeling the effects of that summer slowdown.
Won't nobody love you the way they should. Won't nobody check up on you, make sure you're good. Won't nobody check those body tremors for your neck.
Hey everyone, my name is Becky Park and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Kidizen. And on this YouTube channel, I like to basically document my part-time reselling journey. Although now that it's summer, it does feel a little bit more full-time now that I don't have to teach, which is my full-time gig. I'm a high school choir teacher, but I do still have 2 little kids at home. I'm married. And even though we're still kind of in the midst of quarantine, I know there are a lot of people who are out and about and different things like that, but we definitely are spending a lot more time at home with one another. And so even though I do have more time for my reselling business and creating YouTube content, it's not quite as much as that of a full-time seller still. But on this YouTube channel, we do things like thrift hauls, we do what sold videos once a week, and next week, I am going to be doing something that I'm super excited about. And if you stay till the end of this video, I'm gonna give you a little bit more information about how you and I can do something together to really help our reselling businesses. So definitely make sure that you stay tuned till the end of this video to hear more about that and how you can get involved. So in this video, what we're gonna be doing is talking about what did sell for me, even though it did feel really slow, even though I didn't sell a lot of items with like high dollar amounts. I am going to be sharing with you what sold on platforms such as Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Kidizen, as well as if I had any direct sales as a result of YouTube haul videos and things like that. So let's get right into what sold for me. I will start off by saying that the majority of the stuff that I sold was stuff from the consignment sale. And if you don't know what I'm talking about yet, I will link a video right here, and I won't really talk about it ever again for this video. But if I don't say where it came from, you can assume that it came from there. And I would say probably the vast majority of stuff did come from that consignment store, since I do have like over 1,200 pieces from that consignment store at this point. And in case you're curious, I have in front of me the paper where I've been tracking how much I've made at this consignment store so far. And I've made $1,256.60. And that's after selling 73 things. So I still have a lot more things not only to list, but also that are listed and need to sell. Sorry, I keep playing with my hair because it's so long. I don't know what to do with it. I desperately need a haircut. But yeah, so the majority of the stuff is coming from that consignment store. But if it doesn't come from there, I'll tell you where it came from. So on June 22nd, which is a Monday, I had 2 Poshmark sales and 2 eBay sales. The first thing to sell was this pair of silver Suki 17-inch straight jeans with contrast stitching, and those are in a size 29. I sold them for $24 with discounted shipping of $2.12. And so I made a profit of $17.08 on those. Those sold within like a week of me selling them. I know I've talked about this before, but brands like Silver, BKE, Miss Me, those tend to do pretty well for me, especially the Silver and BKE, maybe because I don't price it high enough, I don't know. And these were actually a leftover result of the day before, which was closet clear out. I had sent someone a message about, if she wanted me to drop the price on these jeans, and she didn't see it till the next day, but I still went ahead and just sent her the offer, and I ate the cost of discounted shipping. I'm okay with doing that every once in a while, and I used to actually offer offers to likers every single night before I went to bed on everything that got a like that day. But after doing that for a while without seeing a lot of results, I just kind of wait now for closet clear out, and then I do my closet clear out method, which I'll link a video right here if you want to learn more about that closet clear out method of mine. So the next thing to sell was this lot of 2 5T, which is like 5 toddler leggings, and they were by the brands Gymboree and Oshkosh Bagosh. Those sold for $11, and I made $8.05 on that lot of 2 pairs of leggings. Those were both my daughter's. She outgrew them, so I sold them, made a little bit of money, and now I can put that $8.05 towards something else that I need to buy for her. And then on eBay, the first thing to sell was this Reebok purple golf snap collar short sleeve polo shirt in a size extra small. It's funny because I got this at a Plato's Closet 90% off clearance sale, like the very first one that I went to. Probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago at this point. So I've had this for a very long time. Didn't get a lot of likes or anything like that because it's like a golf polo for women, and it's a size extra small. But the funny thing is, I have a friend of mine at church who will give me a lot of clothes every now and then, and probably like the last time or 2 times ago that she gave me clothes, she gave me an identical golf shirt from Reebok. The only difference was that hers was new with tags and this one was not. So this one finally sold on eBay for $11.99. I think that was my full asking price. And after they paid for shipping, I made $9.91 off of that. I probably paid like 80 cents for it, but I definitely had it for way too long. So I'm very happy to see that go. The next thing to sell I've had for over a year. I got this last summer and it's this pair of O'Neill gray swim board shorts in a size 30. The difference, by the way, between board shorts and swimming trunks for men, board shorts don't have that lining on the inside of the trunk. You know how like on swim trunks they have like the lining inside, like the mesh lining, but board shorts are literally just kind of like waterproof shorts or like shorts that you can get wet. So that's the difference. Sometimes I mix them up in my head. But these I sold for $12. That was the offer sent to me. After the buyer paid for shipping, I made $9.79. That probably came out to like $5 of profit. So now I know that O'Neill board shorts are not really worth picking up. On Tuesday, the 23rd, I had a couple sales on Poshmark, 2 sales on eBay, and 2 Mercari sales. Like, what? What is this? Okay, so the first thing to sell on Tuesday was this pair of Talbot's Khaki Chino Bermuda high-rise shorts in a size 10 petite. I sold those for $15. That was the offer sent to me, and I made $12. Again, I had those listed for less than a week, so even though while I was at the consignment store, you know, I knew that like Talbot's shorts and stuff, they're not really my jam. I was like, I just want to try because although this is a very different market than perhaps what I'm comfortable shopping in, I know that there are people who like Talbot's and they like Banana Republic and, you know, those more mature brands. And so I went ahead and took a chance and they sold really quickly. Not for a lot, but they sold quick. The next thing to sell was this pair of Athleta La Viva gray pants in a size 6 tall. These sold for $40. That was the offer sent to me, and I made $32, and those sold within 2 weeks. So super excited about those. And then on eBay, I sold this pair of new with tags Banana Republic black Sloan fit dress pants in a size 12 long. I actually believe those came from a haul that I did an hour away when I went out of town with some students. I spent 5.5 hours at a Salvation Army. I will link that video right here. I got a ton of stuff for $1 each, and those finally sold for $22.05. They did pay for shipping, not quite as much as what it cost me to send them out. So I ended up making $16.38 on those dress pants. I believe that those have been listed since like at least March, so for quite some time. Dress pants are kind of a hard sell, but I was happy to move those at the price that I did. The next thing to sell was this pair of STS Blue. I think that sold at like Nordstrom Rack. Emma ankle skinny raw hem distressed jeans in a size 27. These came in my ThredUp Rescue denim box, and at this point I've made all my money back. I got a $17 offer, and after they paid for shipping, I made $14.74 on those jeans. Moving on to Mercari, I sold this Talbot's printed sleeveless maxi dress in a size extra large. This was interesting because it did have like a couple spots on it, and then along the hem, you could tell that maybe this was a little too long for whoever wore it. So there was like some wear along the hem, and it was like a little stained. I feel like that happens to all of my maxi dresses and maxi skirts because I'm super short. But despite that, they sold within a day of me listing them on Mercari, and they sold for $24, which I think was an offer sent to me. And I paid for shipping because I do free shipping on Mercari, and I made $13.85. So again, Talbot's is not really a brand that I pick up at Goodwills and stuff like that, but because I was paying like 75 cents, 85 cents at this consignment store, I was like, I'm just gonna try it, and it did really well. And maxi dresses, I feel like right now, just like easy, comfortable maxi dresses are selling like hotcakes. So if you have any, list them right now. Like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? And then the next thing to sell over on Mercari was this Victoria's Secret's red lightly lined bra in a size 34 double D. This I got an offer on for $15, and I made $10.45. That's a lie. I think I actually promoted that at $15 and I made the sale. This I got at the St. Louis Goodwill outlet. Again, like in February or something. It was when I went out of town with some students for an a cappella competition. So I've probably had those listed at the latest in March. So I have had those for a few months, but I'm still pretty happy about the turnaround. I don't think it was too long to hold on to something like that. So not bad. And I probably paid like, I don't know, 50 cents for that because it was a bra and they pay by the pound at the bins. So pretty happy about that. On Wednesday, the 24th, I had a couple sales on Poshmark and eBay, and then one more sale on Mercari. This was a good Mercari week. Like, Mercari's been stepping it up for me, thank God. So the first thing to sell on Wednesday was this pair of I've never heard of this, Falmer Heritage high-rise suspender jeans in a size extra large. These were so interesting. I got them at the Consignment Store, and I remember like looking at them and just debating for a while if I should get them or not, which honestly at this Consignment Store, I haven't been doing that. If I have any desire to pick it up, I just throw it in the bag because again, I'm paying like 75, 85 cents for it. But this one I debated on because I was like, I don't know. At the time when I picked it up too, I didn't know the brand name. The only reason I found the brand was when I got it home and I started taking pictures of it to list. The name Falmer Heritage was on the buttons, and that's where I got the brand. I don't even know if that's real, but there are a couple other listings on Poshmark with Falmer Heritage as a brand. So I ran with it, and I think I listed them for like $24. I got an offer for $16 relatively quickly, like within a few days of me listing it. So I just went ahead and, let them go for $16, and I made $12.80. It's fun to try new things. I thought they were interesting. I could definitely see someone styling them, like super cute. I just, didn't have any experience with this brand. I still don't really know anything about it or where it's from, but they sold. Yeah. So sometimes style alone can definitely move things. The next thing to sell on Poshmark was this new with tags BDG, which is an Urban Outfitters brand, green high-rise wide cropped jeans in a size 6. These I got from my friend. You've heard me talk about her a lot in these past few What Sold videos, but she gave me a bunch of stuff after her and her sister and her parents cleaned out their closet. And this was one of those things. There were a few things in there that were like new with tags and stuff like that. So this I sold for $32 with discounted shipping, and I made $23.48. Those sold probably within like a month or two of me listing them, which is, not too bad. So I was really happy with that. By the way, if you really like What Sold videos, I do have a What Sold playlist down below in the description, so definitely click on that if you want to see more What Sold videos from me. And also, if you're enjoying this video at all, please make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, definitely consider subscribing if you enjoy this kind of content. So moving on to the eBay sales on Wednesday, the first thing to sell was this Ecote. I think I'm saying that right. This is another brand sold at Urban Outfitters, and it was this really lightweight Southwestern print dress with a racer back in a size small. This thing literally weighed like 4 ounces or something like that. So it sold for my full asking price of $17.99. And after they paid for shipping, I made $15.61. The next thing to sell was this new with tags BCBG Max Azria blue tunic in a size medium. This was so interesting. It was like short sleeved, and the neck was what was so weird. It wasn't cowl neck, but it was like gathered and ruched, and I don't know, it was just so bizarre. BCBG Max Azria retails for a ton. It does not resell for very much, so I got an offer on it for $16, which I accepted, and after they paid for shipping, I made $14.88. I got this for free, so I was just happy to make a profit on it, and I knew that I'd be able to sell it. I just knew it wasn't going to sell for very much because it's BCBG Max Azria, and it was really funky. Like cool funky, not the kind of funky that I would wear, but it was interesting. And then on Mercari, I sold this Chris and Carol tie-dye maxi dress in a size small. Again, I had never heard of the brand. It was made in the USA, and it's tie-dye. Tie-dye is so in right now, and it sold for $21, and I made $14.82 after offering free shipping. That sold within a week of me listing it as well. I'm telling you, I'm making a killing off of this Consignment Store, and I could not be happier about it. And then on Thursday the 25th, this was my first day with no Poshmark sales, but I did have an eBay sale as well as a direct sale. So the only thing to sell on eBay was this shirt by the brand Cloth. It just said Cloth on it. I don't know where this brand is from. This is a shirt that I got for free from a friend of mine a long time ago. I haven't had it listed that long, maybe like a few months, but I did get it a while ago and it just took me forever to list. It was black and white with raglan sleeves, V-neck, and it was V-neck, but it was like one of those like, what is it called? Like it was just kind of like cut and like flaps open. I don't know how to explain it. But this I sent out to auction because it didn't look like this brand Cloth was selling for very much. And it got the one bid of $2.99. And so after shipping and all of that, I made $2.56 off of this shirt, which I'm totally happy with. But I was so stressed because it sold on Thursday and I could not find this shirt anywhere. Like I looked in every single bin. It was just a nightmare. I finally found it because on Monday, my husband went out and got me another set of shelves. I'll show a picture here, but he got me another set of shelves. We get them at Home Depot and the brand is Husky. And this is what houses all of my inventory bins. And he got me another one because I'm like overflowing with inventory, obviously, ever since this Consignment Store deal. But even before then, I was overflowing with inventory and I just didn't have enough space to house all of it. And so it was just like sitting in piles on the floor in the playroom and just making our playroom look crazy. So we spent all day Monday just like organizing and cleaning, and I spent the day inventorying. And I had this box of just like random old stuff that either needed to get listed or I needed to just go through it because some of the stuff I was going to donate and some of the stuff I was going to, maybe take to Plato's Closet or send into ThredUp. Lots of different options, but I literally pulled this out of that box. It was like the last thing in the box, shoved in the very bottom. I'm so happy that we decided to like clean and do all that stuff that day, because otherwise I would have had to cancel this sale. It would have been a ding on my account over a $2.99 sale. So I'm so happy I found it. I did send it kind of late. Like I think I ended up sending it on Monday because that's when I found it, but thank God I found it. I got it to the person. All is well with the world. And then I did have one direct sale, and this was a result of Rachel, who watched one of my YouTube hauls and she saw these items and she reached out to me. I think she emailed me and she let me know that she'd be interested in them. So we worked out a PayPal payment so that we didn't have to deal with platform fees and all of that. So Rachel, thank you so much. She said that she loved everything and I'm so happy to hear that. So the first thing she got was this lot of 3 onesies for her child, and they were Cardinals onesies, so like St. Louis Cardinals. They were super cute, and where I live, it's like right in between St. Louis and Chicago, so there are a lot of St. Louis Cardinals fans, but there are also a lot of Chicago Cubs fans, so it's very just like tense where I live in Baseball Nation. And then the next thing that I sold to her was this Petunia Pickle Bottom, which is a really popular like diaper bag brand. It was this tablet sleeve. It was gray, just like in really great condition. So I sold her the lot of onesies and the tablet sleeve for $22. I paid for shipping and I made $16.02. So Rachel, thank you again so much, and I'm glad that you love everything. And then on Friday the 26th, I had 3 Poshmark sales. 2 of them were because of my closet clear out method, because that Friday was closet clear out. So the first thing to sell, I was so happy about. It was this Mage, which is a really great brand. It's like super high end, but I think maybe just this piece was whatever. So it was this geometric print open knit sleeveless top in a size medium. This sold for $34 using my closet clear out method, and I made $27.20 off of that. That I got at the bins in New York. We got it in Queens when I went with my best friend. I went to visit her in January. The circumstances were not the best, but seeing her was amazing, and being able to go to the bins with her was really fun. I've heard so much about these bins. New York thrifter, who doesn't really make YouTube videos anymore, this is the bins that she used to go to, so it was really cool like going there and being like, oh my gosh, this is where like New York thrifter used to thrift. And when I went, it was relatively calm, like it wasn't that busy. And even better, when I went there, I got to meet one of my viewers. Her name is Enid, and so that was really cool too, just to see someone that has bought from me and that watches my channel. She literally just like heard me talking to my best friend, and she looked up and she was like, are you Becky? And I was like, oh my gosh. So that was pretty cool. But I got this at those bins. There were so many stains all over it. I made my husband wash it and stain treat it until it looked perfect, because I was just so excited to come across this brand. And even though like it wasn't the most amazing piece, I still sold it for $34. And after using my closet clear out method, I made $27.20 off of that. And it definitely cost me less than $1 because it was so lightweight. The next thing to sell was this new with tags Nike Kelso or Chelso, I don't know how to say it, thong plus brown flip-flops in a size 9. These I sold for $12 because like I think the retail price on them was like $20 or something like that. And after using my closet clear out method, the buyer did get discounted shipping and I made $9.05. Those I only had listed for a week or 2, so another quick sale. And then the last thing to sell was not a quick sale, but it was this Banana Republic wool Italian-made pencil skirt in a size 4. I've had this for like over 2 years. I'm basically done picking up pencil skirts. They just don't really sell. I don't feel like pencil skirts are something that a lot of women are wearing in the workplace anymore, or the women who do wear them already have enough. I don't know. Like you can find so many pencil skirts at Goodwills and different thrift stores and stuff, and they're there for a reason. Like, people are just not really wearing this style of clothing. So this sold for $15. That was the offer sent to me. I hit accept so fast because I was like, please get out of my house. And I made $12. And then on Saturday, the 27th, it was like a pretty decent sales day. The first thing to sell was over on Poshmark, and it was this pair of American Eagle cut off denim shorts in a size 0. Again, I've had these for so long. I think this is definitely at least the second summer that I've tried selling them, if not the third. So, I mean, I've had these suckers for a long time. I think part of the reason is because they're a smaller size, they're size 0, but also they're extremely short. Like, your butt cheek is just hanging out. So if you're cool with that, these are the perfect shorts for you. And apparently, you know, this person that I sold them to is cool with that. So they sold for $15. I did offer discounted shipping because I had sent her the closet clear out message the day before. She just didn't see it until the day after, but I was so happy to get rid of them. I still sent her an offer. I ate the cost of that discounted shipping, and I made $9.88 off of those. I do like selling American Eagle shorts, but they do need to be high rise because that's the style right now. A lot of people are not willing to do low rise and a super, like, you know, short denim shorts. So I'm definitely not, you know, pooping on American Eagle or saying that it's not a good brand to pick up, but just be wary of like the style, the size, all that good stuff. My daughter got a bow and arrow from my brother for her birthday, so that's what she's doing right now. So you might hear some arrows hitting the walls and different things like that. Okay, moving on to the next sale on Poshmark. It was this new without tags embroidered rainbow moccasins, or like slippers, in a size 10.5. These I hauled in one of my first hauls from the Consignment Store. And I was talking about how there were so many reasons not to get these shoes, but how I had to bring them home with me because they were beautiful. The reasons why I was like, I feel like these could take a long time to sell are because there wasn't a discernible brand. The brand name was written in Chinese, so I'm assuming that these are from China. And also, like, although they were beautiful, they're definitely like out there. You know what I mean? Like the average person is not purchasing these slippers. It takes a very bold and brave and really cool person to buy these slippers, and that person found these pretty quickly. Like, these sold pretty fast. I was so excited. They sold within a week of me listing them, maybe even like within a few days of me listing them. And I definitely priced them kind of high. I think I priced them at like $34 or something, just because obviously there's nothing like these, you know, on Poshmark or any other platform. Someone sent me an offer of $25 and I definitely accepted. So I made $20 on those, and that was really, you know, just a very satisfying sale to know that I picked those up purely based on style, and I was able to find the perfect buyer for those shoes. So again, don't allow yourself to not buy something just because there isn't like a great brand associated with it. If it's really cute and you like really love it, someone else is gonna love it too. The next thing to sell was over on eBay, and it was this Vince Camuto snakeskin print leather bag. It was really big and it was very structured. It kind of reminded me, like the top of it reminded me of a carpet bag, if you know what I mean. But I knew it'd probably sit on this for a little bit, but it only took like a month and a half to sell. It is from the Consignment Store, and it sold for $39.90. That was the offer that I sent to the watcher on eBay. And after they paid for shipping, I was really proud because for shipping, I guessed that it would cost $10 to ship, and it cost $10.33 to ship. So that was really cool. I did have to, like, you know, take a box and cut it down a little bit so that I didn't waste space. And that's how I got it to cost $10 to ship. And after shipping and all of that good stuff, I ended up making $30.09. And that was promoted at 6%, which is also why I made a little bit less. In last week's video, somebody asked me if I am promoting my items on eBay at a higher promotion rate. I am promoting most of my stuff at 6%. However, like, this is the first thing that I've sold on eBay from throughout the week that sold as a result of promoted listings. So I don't know. And then, you know, some other people were saying in the chat that they just don't even bother with promoted listings, and they feel like promoted listings actually hurt their sales. So there's still so much experimentation that I can do with eBay's promoted listings. I don't fully get it. I don't, really know how helpful it is. If you have any insight into promoted listings, I'd love to hear them. I went through that phase too when Rally Roots came out with that video about how promoted listings might actually be hurting you. I, definitely played around with like not promoting anything. I don't know. It's really hard for me to find any sort of like rhyme or reason as to whether it hurts or helps, or I don't know. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. The next thing to sell on eBay hasn't been paid for yet, so I'm crossing my fingers that they do pay for them. But it was this pair of Nike Tangent, I don't know, that's what it was called, black sneakers in a size 2 youth. So these are kids' shoes. I definitely felt like Kathy from Ginger Marvin because she sells so much kids Nikes, and I don't really have a great time selling Nikes for kids, but this sale reminded me of her. So it sold for $24.90. That was the offer that I sent to the buyer, and after shipping, I'm assuming I will make $19.03. I don't know exactly how much it'll cost to ship them out to this person yet, but I did have them pay for shipping, and I think, I'm estimating I would make around $19.03. That was also promoted at 6%. The next thing to sell was over on Kidizen, and I was actually really excited because it was my first time selling a woman's piece. Kidizen is traditionally, a platform where you sell kids' clothes, which is why it's called Kidizen, but they pretty recently, I believe, added the ability to list women's items as well. And I remember asking Kathy from Ginger Marvin if, women's clothes actually sold that well on Kidizen and if it was worth it for me to cross-list over there. And she said that women's pieces do sell, especially shoes. So I have been cross-listing everything over to Kidizen as well. I don't have my older listings up there yet, but like everything new that I cross-list from Poshmark to eBay and Mercari, I just go ahead and cross-list to Kidizen as well, because List Perfectly finally added Kidizen to their list of platforms that you can cross-list to. So a couple things. One, if you want to cross-list as easily as I do, it literally takes me probably 2 to 3 minutes per Poshmark listing to cross-list it over to eBay, Kidizen, and Mercari. So 3 minutes to get one listing to all 3 of those other listings. That's amazing. It is so easy. It doesn't require any copying and pasting or anything like that. And so if you want to try out List Perfectly, I do have a link down below. My coupon code is Becky Park, and you get 30% off of your first month. So definitely check it out. If you're already a multi-platform seller, or if you are interested in cross-listing, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. And secondly, if you've been looking for a great place to cross-list items, both kids and women's pieces, Kidizen is definitely a cool platform to try out. I love the app itself. I think it's so cute and just like aesthetically pleasing. And I will have a link down in the description below for that as well. And if you use my affiliate link, then you get $5 of credit and I get a kickback as well. So those are 2 things that I'm definitely enjoying a lot right now and just making reselling more fun. And then on Sunday the 28th, I had a pretty good sales day, at least, for me. So I had 3 sales on Poshmark, all of them a result of my closet clear out method. And the first thing to sell was this Under Armour pink sports bra in a size 36C. This sold for $15, and after the buyer got discounted shipping on Poshmark's dime, I made $12, and that is from the Consignment Store. And that took probably like 2 weeks to sell. The next thing to sell was this new with tags Chico's Traveler's Quinn Brown pull-on pants in a size 3 regular. Chico's does use vanity sizing, so 3 I think is like a large or extra large, and those sold for $32, and I made $25.60. Chico's Travelers are great. I've definitely talked about them on my channel before, but it's basically a sub-brand of Chico's, and the clothes are made out of this material where it's like impossible to wrinkle. So it's great for people who travel a lot because you can just throw it in your suitcase, and even if it's been in your suitcase for many days, you can just pull it out and it's still as good as new. It's also usually really comfortable, so it's kind of like a comfort line as well. And I only had these listed for, I want to say 2 days. I think they sold within 2 days. And then on eBay, I sold this Gymboree red and white Fair Isle print button-up cardigan. It was like a really chunky sweater. I had it listed for like $14 or $15, and someone sent me an offer of like $5, and I was like, what? Like, no. And then we kind of kept countering back and forth. She finally came up to $7.50, which I was okay with because I was gonna have her pay for shipping. And on sites like Kidizen and Mercari, where I had it listed for probably around that $15 mark as well. I had it listed with free shipping. So I was like, you know, her paying $7.50 for this plus shipping on top of that is pretty much what I'll make if it sells over on Kidizen or Mercari as well. So I went ahead and accepted the offer. I ended up making $4.81 because I did have to pay an additional $1 for shipping. It was much heavier than I thought it was going to be. And it did sell via promoted listings as well. The next thing to sell on eBay was also a children's piece, and it was this pair of Nike pink and white athletic shoes in a size 2 youth. These sold for $10, and I let them go for that little because they were pretty worn. There were a lot of marks on them, a lot of creasing. They were given to me for free from a friend at church, so a lot of reasons to just go ahead and, you know, let them go for a pretty low price. And I ended up making $8.80. And then the last 2 sales of the week were over on Mercari. The first was this sweater by Mindy May's Market, and it was this gray crochet sweater with like a hood, and it was asymmetrical. There was a lot going on. It was really interesting. It was in a size small. It sold for, I believe, my full asking price of $28, and I ended up making $20.08. Or maybe, you know what? I think that was actually an offer that I think that was like the promoted price. Like I promoted that listing because someone liked it. And so, yeah, I think that's what happened there. But I ended up making $20.08. I had it listed on Poshmark for probably a couple weeks, and then I finally cross-listed it to Mercari. And I think like the day I cross-listed it, it sold. So again, the power of cross-listing, the power of list perfectly. The last thing to sell was this new with tags Wild Fable Baudrey, I don't know, that's what it said. Bodysuit in a size large. Wild Fable is a newer brand that sold at Target, and it sold for $18. I made $11.12 after, you know, paying for shipping. And that's probably one of my first listings that I did from the Consignment Store. So it probably took like 2 months to sell, but still really happy with that because I paid, you know, 85 cents for that. All right, those were my sales for the week, and the way that it broke down was on Poshmark. I had 14 sales, and I made $237.14. On eBay, I had 11 sales, and I made $146.60. On Mercari, I had 5 sales, which is really good for me because Mercari usually is crickets, and I made $70.32. On Kidizen, I made 1 sale, and my profit was $22.60, and I had 1 direct sale with, you know, those 2 items for a profit of $16.02. That's a total of 43 things sold for a total of $492.68. So that's actually really good for me, but it's like lower than what I've been doing these past few months. And that's gonna take us into my big announcement that I alluded to earlier in my video. So I know that a lot of resellers, especially those who focus primarily on clothing, they get really stressed out when we hit the summer because of summer slowdown. Summer slowdown is just, you know, the concept that sales kind of come to a grinding halt in the summer, and that's for a number of reasons, but it is something that happens. People are just not shopping as much, especially for used clothing. And so something that I decided to do to help combat that, and even more importantly, to help resellers create good habits when it comes to reselling, is I'm going to be hosting something that I'm calling the Summer Listing Challenge. So next week, every single day, there's going to be a video that teaches you how to do something related to creating a listing on Poshmark, whether it is how to be consistent, whether it's to create a good listing with good SEO and good keywords so that people can actually find what you're selling, how to photograph, how to cross list, you know, so many different things. And every day there's going to be a video just kind of sharing with you what you need to do in order to be successful as a reseller. So if you're a beginner, this is great, but also if you've been reselling for a while, hopefully you'll still learn something new or just at least be motivated to do these things. And then the following week is when the actual challenge is going to take place. And what you can do is in the description below, there are 2 links. One is for a Google form and one is for a Facebook group, because I'm creating a Facebook group just for this listing challenge. And what you can do is officially sign up to be a part of the Summer Listing Challenge using that Google form. And by doing so, you are entered to win a bunch of cool prizes just for participating. Like, you don't even have to be the one that comes out on top with the most listings or anything like that. But even if you get 1 listing up, you are entered in the drawing to win, like I said, a number of amazing prizes, including a free month of List Perfectly, monthly, $100 in cash, a mystery box. I mean, just a lot of really cool stuff. So if you are interested in being a part of that and just, joining a group of people who are trying to grow good habits, if you just need some accountability to tackle that death pile, whatever it may be, then this listing challenge is for you. So you can go ahead and start checking out that Facebook group and, getting to meet some other resellers in that space. You can fill out the Google form, and definitely, like I said, make sure that you're subscribed, make sure that you've hit that notification bell, because next week is when those videos are going to start coming out. And the following week, there's going to be a week of YouTube live videos where I am partnering with other resellers who are really good at what they do. And we're both going to be sharing some tips with you, making sure that you're staying motivated, all that good stuff. So if you are interested in joining me for the Summer Listing Challenge, make sure that you check out those links down below. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. I hope that you consider signing up for the Summer Listing Challenge, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.